Are you ever rotting in your bed, scrolling through Pinterest and looking at clothes that you want but you don't have? Because that's me every day. Hi, I'm Blue, welcome back to the channel. And at Glitter Girls Club, if we don't have something, we make it ourselves. So today, I'm going to show you how to make one of those cute Shrug shirts. You know, like the ones that you see on Pinterest, like the influencers wearing. If you're just watching for entertainment, sit back, relax, enjoy the show. If you want to follow along, here's what you'll need. So you're going to need a pair of flowy pants. I never really wear these, which is why they're being sacrificed for this video. You also need thread that matches the pants pretty closely. As you can see, the color is almost exact. A pair of scissors, pins like this to hold your fabric in place. You'll also need a measuring tape and something to mark your pants with. Some people use pen, but I like to use a white crayon because it rubs off super easily so it won't damage the clothes. And this is optional, ribbon or lace or something that you want to decorate your shirt with, like these. But that's completely optional. I don't even know if I'm going to use this for sure. And then you'll need either a needle or a sewing machine. I'm going to be using the sewing machine for this video, but everything you see me doing, you can hand sew. It's just gonna take a little bit longer. This is a good DIY to do if you don't have that much money to spend like me. So the first step is to prep your pants. If they're not washed, that's disgusting. And you should probably wash them before you start. These are my pants that I'll be using for this video. They do have these shorts lining. So before I actually start cutting them up and everything, I'm going to separate the shorts from the pants. If you don't have shorts under your pants, obviously you can skip this step. But if your pants do have shorts in them, I would definitely recommend separating the shorts from the pants before you continue on with the DIY. And how I'm going to do that is by carefully ripping up this seam. So I don't want to destroy any of the fabric, I just want to cut the seam along here. If you have a seam ripper, good for you. You can use it for this video, but I'm just going to be using a pair of scissors. So I've separated the shorts that were inside my pants, and now I can get started on the real first step, which is to cut off the sleeves. Find the point where your pant legs get joined together at this crotch area, and you're going to draw a line horizontal to this so that you can cut it off, and those are going to be your sleeves. And I want to make sure this ruler is parallel to the bottom of the pants so that everything is straight. Alright, and now I have my two lines right here. This is where our pins come into play. Before you cut off the pant legs, which will become the sleeves, you do want to pin the fabric, both pieces of fabric together where you're cutting, to make sure that line is straight on both sides. Something that I want to note is that if you don't want your shirt to be cropped, like mine, I wanted mine to be pretty cropped because I want to wear it over things and still have that cute cropped look. If you don't want your shirt to be cropped, then you want to cut your shorts a little bit lower than the crotch line. Instead of cutting it horizontally at the crotch line, you would cut it a little bit lower, just like a pair of normal shorts. And your sleeves are going to be a little bit shorter, but your shirt won't be cropped. So that's an alternative for you as well. Oh no, guys, look at this cut. Do you see these jagged edges? That was with the pins. Sheer and chiffon kind of fabric is really hard to work with, and a lot of the times you end up with stuff like this. That's why it's really important to be careful when you're cutting and have the pins in. Otherwise, it's chaos, just chaos everywhere. Step 2 is to dissect the shorts. Basically, we're just going to be cutting the front seam and the back seam. If your pants don't have a back seam, just do your best to cut straight down the middle, because what you want to end up with are two halves. I might try to rip up the seams on this one, like I showed you guys earlier, instead of cutting, but honestly it really doesn't matter, so you can choose whichever way you want to do it. My pants also have this elastic waistband, so I'm gonna take that off so that I just have this two pieces of this fabric. So we're on step 3, and this part's a little confusing, so I'm just going to show you guys what to do. Oh my gosh, you can see how wrinkly it is. This is really bad. I'm gonna iron it after I'm done with the shirt. So I have each piece labeled B for back, so this is going to be the back, the part that you don't see of the shirt, and this is the back as well. So what you're going to want to do first is to put the two backs together. So I'm gonna sandwich it, making sure all those ends are together. Take a tank top that fits you pretty well, and you're gonna fold it in half. We'll line that up, make sure that this neck hole is in this corner, and I'm gonna give a little bit of seam allowance here, so I'm not gonna press this up straight against this line. I'm gonna leave it right here so that there is a little bit of seam allowance. I'm gonna start tracing, giving myself that seam allowance. So I'm going to take all the pins out. Now you have your pieces. Remember how I wrote B on the part that's going to be the back / inside, basically the part that you won't see. So now you want the parts that will be the outside to face inside for now. Line it up right here. I don't really know what's happening here, so I'm gonna fix that and make it a more smooth neckline. We are going to sew right here and right here. These are going to be the shoulders of the shirt. I'm also going to hem this because, as you can see, there are some jagged edges. Feel free to use your sewing machine or to hand sew it. I might actually just hand sew this part just because it's not that much. I flipped it over so that the seams are not visible. This is how it looks. It looks like a little shirt. I'm going to do the same thing again. The whole thing from the shorts, like cutting down this seam, putting the seams together, folding it over, lining it up with a tank top. So I'm going to do all of that again with the shorts that I took from the pants at the beginning of the video, so that I have a little bit more coverage, because this is obviously really see-through. It's me on a different day. That's why my outfit is different. I lost daylight yesterday, so I had to stop filming. But I did want to show you guys that I did the same step but with the shorts lining. So now I have them pinned on top of each other. So it looks something like this right now. So step, who knows? I don't know what step we're on. Step ? Is going to be to sew the sleeves onto the sleeve hole that you created. And I don't know about your guys' pant holes, but mine are significantly bigger than the sleeve holes. So I'm gonna have to trim this down just by cutting probably just this little bit off to see how it fits. So take your crayon or whatever you're marking things with and mark that point. Guys, the sleeves are done. And is it just me? It can't just be me. They look amazing. Like, I'm cooking. I'm eating. I got my top part with the little lining under, and I got my sleeves. You guys can see it all coming together, right? We're gonna be sewing the sleeves onto the sleeve holes and then sewing the sides of the shirt together. So once you sew the sleeves on, cut a line down the middle of the shirt to make it open. It's 14, just about 14 inches. We want to make sure it's in the middle. I'm gonna mark it right at 7. Then cut a straight line right across. And you want to make sure you're just cutting this outer layer because this is the back, so you don't want to cut that. And this is the point where you can decorate it how you want. Use lace, ribbon, buttons, however you want to decorate it, kind of like these. I decided not to use my ribbon. I'm finished with the shirt and I'm so excited to show you guys how it looks. Can you guys even see me? Well, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked, make sure to like the video and subscribe. I'm so happy to be back on YouTube. Thank you guys for the support, and I'll see you next time. Stay cool. Bye.